Hi, so this is Chris and Vicky. We thought we would do a short video about something that we go on about a lot to our customers, just to explain at this time of year we really encourage people to mulch their borders. So today it's a wet day in January, a cold day, and if I was to urge you to weed at any time in the year, it would be at this time of year now in winter, to get the really nasty weeds out. As you can see, we've got a herbaceous border here which we mulched last year, but the worms have taken it all down, and we're now back to what I would call this soil where weeds seed easily, and in the summer this will actually bake to quite hard and it becomes quite difficult ground to work. So today we are basically going through and weeding. So a good example here, a piece of grass, and you weed it out. It's got some little roots on it at the moment. At some point that would put out some lovely delicious big roots and becomes a much bigger weed problem. So it's easy weeding at this time of year. In fact, it's quite a pleasure because they come out fairly easily in the wet ground. And you weed through, clear it of leaves if you can, or that's not absolutely essential. And then we go through and we put a layer of about a couple of inches of any kind of compost. We use a mushroom compost, but you could use a horse compost or your own if you make it. And what we do is we put this layer down, and it does several things really. With herbaceous plants you can mulch really very up close. You can technically mulch over the top of them, but we mulch up close to the edge, and this will then feed the plants gradually over the whole season. So the worms come up to the surface looking for this lovely stuff, and they digest it, they take it down and they put it through the soil around the roots of the plant, and the plant then gets a very gradual and slow feed over the season. The other thing that it does, and the reason that we do it at this time of year, is because the ground is very wet, and so we trap that moisture in, and then when the sun heats up in the spring, the top layer evaporates in the hot weather, but there's a good core of water in the base of the plants and where their roots are. And the third thing it does, which is the most satisfying and probably the most one of the most important, is it really sets the plants off. It really looks lovely, they look well cared for. You stop the little annual weeds from setting seeds, you don't get that kind of matting of weeds. You just get the odd weed, which is really easy to then maintain throughout the summer months. And the other thing that's really lovely is if you've got spring bulbs, when they come up in this, it really sets them off. You can really see them and they look really, really beautiful. So if we were to urge anybody to do anything at any time of year, in these winter months, pile on the layers, do the unglamorous thing, have a quick weed and put down some compost, even if you just put it around the base of the plants. The only ones you need to watch out for are things like trees. You should leave a gap around the bottom. They don't like to have the moist mulch right up to their bark. And the only other worm I can think of at this moment is something like iris. You need to leave this base, the corm at the bottom of the iris, exposed to the sun, because as you can see it shoots from this, and so that needs the sun on it to be able to multiply and create more flower heads. So with this we would literally just mulch up to about here, but we'll make sure we leave that exposed. And that's it from us for now on a very rainy day.